Welcome back to the Canva Cafe. It is me, Bakisa, and this is going to be our last Valentine's Day flyer. We are going to be making this flyer right here, and then I'll show you how to take one flyer and I was going to say make a few, but these are other flyers. I may show you how to do these too, just because I've been a bad girl and I haven't been recording for February, but that's it. So let's get started. We won't waste any time. So we are starting from a black background or whatever background color is for your brand. I'm gonna click the page and I'm gonna hit the R key. So as you can see in the middle, there's a flashing cursor, and that lets you know that you're able to type inside of the box. And when you type inside the box, Canva is going to automatically align everything for you. So I'm going to type, what am I typing? Hold on. We're going to do Valentine's Day. Okay, we're going to do two different ones. We're going to do one that says Valentine's Day, and for the other flyer I used, the other one says your website, whatever it is. So we're going to write, okay, we're just going to do something. We're not going to duplicate everything because I want to get this video out to you very quickly. Okay, so I'm going to put Valentine's. And if you hear all this extra typing noise, like I said, usually I do a voiceover so you don't hear the keyboard, but since I'm doing it live, you have to, my microphone is going to pick up me typing, so just saying. So, well, that's Valentine's. Keep up, Keisha. So you would type it as many times as you need to do it to fill up the space. And I'm going to stretch this out because as you stretch it out, the words will fall inside the box. Like I said, they will align. But we want this to be like a little strip. So let me slide this over here just for a second. And so that's as far as it'll go in this setting. So we're going to keep typing because I want the box to be a lot longer. I want it to be, let me see. And you can stretch it out in the direction that you need to stretch it in so you can see exactly how long you need it. That way you can keep typing and typing, and then you'll know. Let's see. That'll probably be good. All right. We're just going to pull it out a little bit more. And I'm just going to type and type till I see that all the words have taken up the space of the rectangle. And I did put a space between the words. And I'm not looking at the keyboard, so y'all tell me when to stop. I mean, I'm not looking at the screen. Oh, I guess it's time to stop. Hold on, because the words fell down. Why y'all didn't tell me? All right, so let me pull this out. There we go. So we have our first one, which is a lot. We didn't need that much, but okay, it is what it is. So we're going to place it wherever we need to place it, and we're going to, let me shrink this back. Boy, it was really long. I really didn't need all that. Okay, hold on. All right. And so we're going to change the color to white. And we are going to duplicate it. And I'm just going to change the words inside the box. All right, so we've got that down. So we're going to, oops, I don't know my own strength sometimes. Okay, I'm trying to semi do them the same, just semi, but y'all get the gist of what we're doing here. So now we're going to do the little cupid right here. So if you have seen any of my other tutorials, I did do this same cupid, but in case you didn't see it, I'm going to show you now. Okay, so here's a cupid. It says it's a vector image, and you see who it's from. And by default it is black, and we're going to change it to white. And you can actually change it to whatever color you want for your brand or whatever, but we're doing the white because we're doing a simple flyer. Now it says I want to edit the image and give it a shadow so it can float over the black and white images over here. But as you can see, or can't see, let me blow it up. It sits flat on the image. It's just sitting there. All it's doing is like blocking out the words. It's not being three-dimensional. It's just there, and it's not doing what we need it to do. So because this particular image does not allow us to do add a shadow, we're going to change it where it does allow us to add a shadow. So I'm going to click edit image, and I'm going to use the duotone. I can never say that correctly. And you can click any one of these here that you want to, and I'm going to click the first one just because I don't want to waste time. And now I'm going to change everything to white. Now, be mindful, if you selected a different color when we changed it initially, whatever color you had it at, that would be the color you pick. So if we had changed the angel in the beginning to green, make sure when you come into the duotones, you change it to all green, or you could do something different. You could pick something else if you want to. It's not written in stone, but we're doing it in white. So we're going to hit apply. And now that we've changed this image into something else, it allows us to have the shadow option. And before we even go, hold on, you are using the editor. No, I'm going to change it to the old experience because I like the old editor. So now I'm going to edit my image, and now we're using the old editor, which I love. It's my friend. I love it so much. But be mindful, like if this was a regular image and I took the background out, once I revert back to the old editor, it would put the background back in, and you would have to delete the background. So it'll let you know that once you revert back to the old editor, it'll remove anything you did previously. So we're going to do page lift, because that's the one I like. So now, okay, so now I'm just going to blow it up so you can see. So as you can see now, there's a shadow on the here, so it looks more three-dimensional. Of course, for the shadow to show, you need it under or over something light or white, you know, so that you can see the shadow. Because if I put it here, all our hard work was for nothing. So you have to put it where you'll be able to see it. So you can see the shadow, and it looks now like the angel is an actual 3D image hovering over the white thing that we did, yeah. So now the next thing is we are going to do a price list, or you can do whatever your sale is, and we're going to make this video fast. So I'm gonna copy and paste, because it really makes no sense for me to sit here and type that out, because everybody's going to have something different that they're selling. So we have our ad, and then I want to add another little piece to it. So I'm going to select the R key again, which is the box, and I'm going to click outside of the box out here, so that the little flasher or the little cursor won't allow me to start writing on the inside, because I don't want to write inside of the square. I want to use it as a square. So I'm just going to add like a little border or a little background. You could actually leave it like this, and you could be done and go on with your life if that's what you want. But I just wanted to add a little something extra. And because I can't tell if I'm aligning everything correctly, I'm going to make it transparent so I can kind of see what I got going on here, and I can see it. So I'm going to put it back to full transparency, and I'm going to position it to the back so it's behind. And we're going to change the color, because that's not the color we are using. And you can do, of course, any color you want. You can use this as an opportunity to add your brand color. You know, you'll be doing hot pink. You can change that to, if I can click right, you can change it to a gradient, and, you know, tying your colors that way, and you can select the colors, but we're not doing that. So we are using black. And I know you're probably saying, or not saying, hey, why are you using black? Oh, good question, because that's what I felt like using. So anyway, we're going to add a border. And so you can't see the border right now because the border is going to be, it's still by default black, and I'm putting it at 2. And when I select right here, as you hover over things, Canva will have some wordage to let you know what you're hovering over. So I'm going to select it because I want to change my border color, and I'm going to use red. You can use white, whatever you want to tie in your color. And this is why I use the square, so that I could add this little border here, and because I wanted the back to stay black. But if this had a a fun background that I wanted to show through, then I would take away the inside and only have a border. So let me see if I could show you what I mean. I try to have a few teaching moments here, so let's just use a color so you can see what I'm doing. So if I wanted, if I wanted the just only the border, when I hit the box, I would just hit transparent, so the inside of the box disappears, but you still have the border. So if you just only wanted the border and you didn't mind the words showing through, that would be fine. But I want the box to show because we're going to add one more element to this. Hold on. And I'm just going to leave it white so you can see what I'm trying to do here. Not white. I'm going to leave it green. So I wanted a little texture-ish type of, even though I know a glow is not a texture, but I wanted to add a little extra element or extra dimension to our flyer. And we'll put it all the way to the back. And even though it's, of course, to the back, it's showing through, and it's showing through the numbers and everything, and it doesn't look good, okay? So that's why I left the box solid. So I'm going to go back to my box, and I'm going to change it back to black. So even with here, you can see now the glow is glowing from behind. So it looks like now there's something behind, like the box is extra, a little extra dimension to our flyer. But we're going to change it back to black because that's the color we're doing. So now that it's black, you can kind of see the effect more. And with this little glow, I'm going to put it up a little bit more. So with that glow, you can also see the angel floating. The angel, isn't it? The cherub, the cupid, the cherub, whatever you call them. You can actually see it floating even more because the shadow is able to bounce off of the white background. Now, like I said, you can use this opportunity to put that another color, a warm, glowy yellow or whatever color. And basically this flyer is finished. You would just add your, I was gonna say your www dot, but you have it up here running. So this is a different way of placing your website. Instead of always putting it at the bottom or putting it at the side or whatever, you could, and you could put some other stuff down here. On this, you could also put maybe a little Instagram sign and put your Instagram hashtag across here along with your website or whatever you want to do. So I hope this tutorial, at least this part of the tutorial, was simple and easy to follow along. And I just want to show a few more other inspirational designs. So this one started off as the same flyer because you see I have everything pretty much the same. I went in and I changed the color. You can just simply change the color. So if you're doing St. Patty's Day, you could go in. If you're AKA, this green and thing looking cute. You can go in and change your colors, to add whatever you're adding. What color was it? I think it was white, child. I don't know. But anyway, I changed the background color, of course, and then I added some texture to the design. And this I used was called Abstract Watercolor Brush Stroke. And I'm going to duplicate it so you can see what it looks like. You really can't see what it looks like. But you can also change the color of this particular element so it can match. I hit the double thing instead of that. Hold on, let me do this again. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me make it a little bit more transparent so you can see it. So this one, what I did was, because I just wanted to have some texture in the background, as you can see back there, without all of this busy stuff going on, I made it transparent, and I think I had it down to, I usually like to do like 11. So yeah, so you could do whatever, you know, colors you want. You could see like the hint of red. So, and also it depends on whatever color your background is, on what color and how the color is going to show up. Okay, so let me delete it. So I have that in the background. I added these particular little Valentine's Day elements, and they are, let me see if I can find them for you in case you want to use them for this, or maybe using it for some other thing. And you don't always have to use hearts for Valentine's Day. I think this is the one I use right here, but just search Valentine heart corner. Is that what I use? Child, I'm lying. Why am I lying to y'all? That is a bold lie. It is called Pink Valentine's Day Background. So it'll be this one right here, and this is what it looks like. Now, the key to making yours look like mine, I also, like I said, I added a shadow. I add a shadow to everything. Like I said, shadow is your friend. I believe I used the drop shadow, and there it is, the drop shadow. So if this design, you wanted the shadows to show more on the top, like I said, you can go in here and change this to, you know, top. You see the shadow is just at the top. You can do whatever you want to. You can change the color out, you know, depend on your background and all these different types of things. Okay, so you can do whatever you want to and have a good time. Now these are 2 different flyers, and Valentine's Day is almost over. I don't even know if I should show y'all how I did this one, but this one I believe is motion flyer. So this one is a real fun one. I'll make it real quick for you, so stay tuned. So let's see. I believe my background, I started off with a white background, and then I put a video in the background. And you can pick whatever video you want, but make sure your video colors match with your flyer. That's the main thing I always say. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to set it as the background. And I'm going to, you don't have to, but I'm going to make it a little bit transparent just because I didn't want it to do too much. And I'm just going to cut and paste some of these things just so we can hurry up. Okay, so we're doing that, and I'm just going to change the color a little bit just because that one was pink, and we'll do red. Oh, come on. I don't like that color, but we're going to leave it like that for now. And then right here are just some hearts. It says static rose gold hearts. And of course, as you see, they just look flat on the page and they look ugly. So we are going to add, I think I used a page lift. And if I didn't use a page lift, I use a drop shadow. Whichever one you want to use is fine with me. Okay, so then you just position it wherever you want to position it at. And then I'm going to add this. And this one is lens flare light flare. Lens flare light. Lens flare lens light. See, that's why y'all just got to read it yourself. Because if you rely on me, you're going to be able to look. Okay, I don't know where I put it on the other one. We're just putting it somewhere for this flyer. I just want to show y'all how I made it. Now, so I wanted to find something to put the girl's image in as a frame. And I found this one is really cute. And once again, it's just sitting there. It's not doing anything. So I'm going to add a shadow. I'm just going to use a drop shadow. which is good enough for me. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm just gonna stick the image in there and I'm just gonna make it big enough to fit. I'm just gonna slide them down so that her hair is a little bit more in the frame. And I'm just gonna blow it up, because blowing up beside shadow is your friend. Because you may not see the details, but I see it. I see that there is a little space, a little gappage right here. So I'm gonna make sure it's overlapping the gap. Let me check the bottom. I'm gonna pull it down just a tad bit. Okay, so now we're gonna position it, the photo back, so it's inside the little frame. And I'm gonna select both of them. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna select both of them. And I'm gonna group them together so that they move together as one. And you can duplicate it again and add the other picture or whatever picture you want, but we're not gonna do that today. So now you can just position them however you want to make it, you know, cute and fun. Did I have any words on here? And so, of course, we did this. I just showed you how I did this. So we're just gonna add it here. What did I do? Child, I forgot to copy it. My bad. And then we get the other one. And if you ask me, I'm gonna switch them, because to me it's more important for you to have your website information showing and the Valentine's promotion. We could have it like that. We could leave it like that. So let's just slide this over just a tad bit, and we'll just cross it a little bit. And I'm gonna put it behind, because like I said, we want the website to show, because that's more important. And now that we see we have a little bit more space, we'll make this one a little bit bigger so people can see what we're advertising. And we added a few more things, which you don't have to. You never have to. It's just me. But we're gonna click the page so we can see what our flyer looks like with the little balloons in the back. Now you can make it more transparent or less transparent depending on how it plays. So now I'm just gonna add a few more enhancements. So I added this lip here, and if you can guess what we're gonna do, say it to yourself or type it in the comments. We cannot do anything, we cannot add any shadows to this element, because when I click edit image, it tells me I can't. Plus I already know that once it gives me a color option, I already know I can't. So it's already red, we're gonna keep it red. And then once you do the duotone, you can also see it doesn't allow you to change the color. At least not in that way. You can always change the color using the duotone. So we're gonna add a shadow. Let's see if we want to do drop shadow. You could do a glow outline, which you would take the blur out because it look crazy. And you could change it to any color you want. But So now you can put the little kissy lips wherever you want. So I do have that other element in the back, but you don't need that. But in case you're wondering what it is because you're nosy like me, it is called Red Wave. But that's that. And I think that's all. Let's see, if you see anything else, don't worry about it. All right, we'll do this one too. So this one, I have it, the background, you pick whatever color you want. So we have that. And we're just gonna add our little models in. We're just gonna copy, because you don't need a tutorial on that, but if you do, you let me know. So we have them there. Okay, so now we'll go from here. Search the word halftones. Halftone. Halftones are fun. It makes your things look a little comic book-ish. I don't know which one we use, but I'm gonna use, let's see. See, it makes it like a cartoon. I love them. And we're gonna position it to the back, so it's behind our girls. You could leave it like that if you want to, but I usually put the transparency down really low just so I can have a little extra something in the back. And I played with the colors, so let me see. This is not the same one. Oh, it is hot pink. See, this one has it all over. Like I said, this one is called the Gradient Halftone Pixel. Well, on this one we ain't, child. I'll pull the color back up. So we'll cut and paste. And I'm cutting and pasting by group, selecting both elements that I want to use. And after I've selected them, I hit the Command C. And then when I get to the other page, I select the page, I click the page, and then I hit Command V, and that'll allow me to copy and paste. So this little element here is just called Orange Ribbon Label. You could get any other color label you want. So I'm just gonna copy and paste. And we had our little information. And this is a quick way to remake flyers and maybe use different colors or different things. You just copy and paste, copy and paste. That way you know everything is in the same spot. And so I have a lip there. We'll just steal this lip from here. I could have stole the other one because this is not going to show up. It's the same color red. But I'm putting it on her shoulder so you'll be able to see it. Because if I put it over here, you can see it because of the shadow, but you know, but we're going to put it right here. And the money in the background is right. And it just says $100. So I got it, and I just want it to be peeking out from behind her hair and her shoulder. So I'm just going to line it where I want to in the front. And if you're still not sure, you can do it transparent. Turn down the transparency so you can see exactly what you're doing, because you can see through it. And then you can turn the transparency back up, and then now we can put it to the back. And I think I'm going to turn it down a little bit because it's just doing a lot. There. And that's a simple flyer with a little whatever you want. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you love it, if you love it, let me know by way of the thumbs up, a comment, a share, whatever you like. Okay, thank you for showing up. Thank you for supporting me. And side note, I went to those people's job today, and they had the schedule already full, and so they didn't need me, so I had to come back home. So I think God said, you gonna be home? Come on, do your tutorials. All right, so love y'all. Bye.